Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Big boy status here. Just big boy, no status. So in about 3 months marks the 10-year anniversary of our last Halo video, and almost our last video in general, maybe. The last video might have came out in 2017, but for sure the last video game video was the Halo video, which came out in 2016, I believe March. Anyway, so in that video, we were showing off a glitch that we found where we got out of the map by building a little craft and flying through the barrier. We found it on accident, and I've since tried to recreate it once or twice, and I haven't been able to do it. But that's what I'm gonna try to do here today. We lost those worlds. Well, we didn't lose them. They're just stuck in a hard drive on the 360 that we played on in those days. So yeah, I thought it would be nice to do a little 10-year almost, like a revisit, redux of that same thing. Hopefully we can do it today. I'm excited. Okay, still getting used to playing on the PC, so in order to do it, if I remember correctly, because I did not touch up before this video, just gonna get a little let's see how big this is. How do I fucking make it go away from me? I'll just do this. Also, this is not the type of one that I wanted. I think it is a Colosseum wall. There we go. So now we want to rotate this bad boy. Okay, yeah. See, there we go. Just had to figure it out. Wonder how to make it like go further from me. Maybe if it's... Yeah, okay. See, we're figuring it out. Anyway, so I guess I'll get as close as I can. Would probably be the easiest thing to do to the barrier, and then just try to angle it. Try to angle the craft. Seems like this is the barrier. Yep. Right here. Okay, so how do I go up? I'll just look up. I don't know how to ascend. F and R. Okay. Alright. Now that we got that out of the way, the next thing that we need is a bunker box. And we're going to have this oops. We'll have this right kind of parallel to the edge, and we can change the object options to have the normal physics, which we'll keep on. The next thing that we need, and hopefully we fly out in this direction, but is we need a... Where would it be under? Oh, gadgets. Vehicle cannon. Now you want to put this like that. It'll start phased, and then you can change it. Change it to normal as well. Alright, and that's how you do it. Now we're out of the map. Oh, when did I add that? Okay, well, we're still out of the area where you're supposed to technically be able to go, which was, if you remember, the cutoff mark was like halfway across that platform, so we are out of that. Now the area where we were underwater was somewhere down here. We had a whole thing mapped out. It took us a while because we had to keep dying to get the full shape. But for now, what I'm gonna do is put another one of these Colosseum walls out here, just as a little spawn point. Oops. Am I? Okay, hold on. God damn it, okay. This is sturdy enough, right? There we go. So we'll have this right here. For now, we can always move it. In fact, I'll probably go down with it a little bit. Down and then rotate it. Okay, it looks like I can't rotate it. Or I'm just being silly with it, but... Okay, so we're out of the map. Now I'm going to place... Where is it? Spawning. We'll do respawn. I'll throw some of these down. I guess just... There we go, okay. I forget I have to press Alt. And we'll do an initial spawn, just so we're covered. Right, so the next thing we're gonna do is, I'm just gonna delete these so we don't have to look at them in the sky anymore. Okay, so we got our spawn points out there beyond the... See, and if we try to go out there, now we can't. We're blocked, so... That part was easier than I thought. We made it out. Now we just have to map out the water. The last time I tried to do this solo, I I also was recording, but I was just streaming on Xbox, and the audio quality was fucked up, and yeah. But when I was trying it then, I was just trying to fly out from on top of that, and I kept like crashing in the water and changing direction and everything before I could make it out there. So grab these, delete them. So the only places we have to spawn is out here. And let's try it, because sometimes you can spawn, you know, anywhere. You can spawn over there, down there, you know, but I believe that's just if there's no spawn points, to my knowledge. I might be wrong. Again, I haven't really done this in almost a decade, so let's see where we spawn. Yep. Okay. Now we're gonna go in the water and see where exactly it's safe. I'm gonna try to do it from memory. I don't want to look up the video and kind of guess from there. I'd rather just figure it out. Unless it becomes too tedious, then I might just, you know, look at it. But the whole point of this is just to kind of redo it. Now I know it was in front of this rock somewhere. It was over here. Okay, not there. Well, the important part is that we're out here. We're free from the shackles of the map. Now, if I can just pinpoint, because I'm trying to envision. Okay, so it is. It turns out the spot that we're looking for is out by that rock. It's out there. So we're gonna take this. I guess we have to kind of. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna. We'll just delete this. Delete you. And we will put you guys back down when we're in the proper position. Which apparently I missed the mark by a decent bit. There it is, okay. So, allegedly, it was somewhere about here, if memory serves. Nearly parallel to this rock. Okay. Oh, before I leave, I almost forgot to put spawn points. Can you imagine if I would have done that? Okay, spawn point 1, initial spawn point. That was not next to that one. Okay, and I just want to see if this is still technically out of the map, because we are close to this island. So I'm just going to kind of fly to it, and then I'll try to fly back to our platform. Oh yeah, look at it. It's out of bounds technically as well. Alright guys, moment of truth. See if our little safe zone still exists. Now, it was kind of a big area, but I don't remember exactly. Okay, definitely not there. If I can just get one spot, you know, I think then we can have. Then we can figure the rest out fairly easy. I'll go a bit further forward. Oh, and it looks like we made it. Well, there we go. Okay, so just to test out the limits for this, because I want to be careful and not die, I'm gonna put another spawn point down there. Okay, and then we can kind of test out then we can just kind of walk in the directions that we want to test. So far, it's pretty good. I might move this. I might drag this way a bit. Just so we know it's clear. Because the only way to find out when our time is, when we find the limit, the border is to die. So I don't want to have to run back to the spawn point. So I'll just kind of drag it every now and then, depending on how far we get. Okay, see? I can probably move that a little bit closer now. Or put an object down by it. Or just go to my body, actually, because it should still be there if I can see it. Okay, see? So there's the limit right there. Alright, so we're pretty much right next to it with that spawner. Hopefully I spawned there instead of back up top. And we're back up top. Well, the important part is that we got our spawn point located. Oops. I guess it's a bit further out than that. Wish I would spawn at that one. I'm thinking of deleting this other spawn point, but okay. So, what we put down last time was, let's see here, object, oh wait, no, oops. It was structure, I believe we put colossal windows down here. To kind of signal where the so now we know that and it's alright that it's not right on the money, but we can get a rough estimate for where the limit is. Oops. Guess I dropped in too fast. And I am actually just gonna. Actually, no, I can't get rid of that, but. So now what we can do is go left to right. Okay, so we know that I guess it's good that that wall sort of acts like... Oh, that's unfortunate that it goes right there. We kind of have to build the wall inwards a bit more. I think because we're kind of pushing the... I don't know, there's like two barriers. There's like a barrier where you can't physically get past it. And then there's one where they'll just kill you if you get past it. So that's not too much further out that way. We can actually probably map that part like that. So we can just like safely assume all along this wall. Like no bueno out there. Now the extent of it being this way is, I guess, what we'll have to measure. So it's good that we got effectively one wall mapped out, and then we have this wall. So we'll go along that way, and then we'll see how far we can go that way. And who knows, we might actually be able to get a bigger radius than we did 10 years ago. I kind of want to wait to finish doing this until we have Mr. Status on board. Or if not, I'll just come back for part 2, building the underwater thing. I don't know what to call it. Alright, well, that was fun. We got out of the map. We got our spot established. We got the general area of where we can go underwater. I think that's a good spot to leave off. Ooh, I almost didn't save. Save as, we will call it 10 year glitch. The 10-year glitch sounds like an STD, I forgot. Yeah. Profanity. Is that really a... Alright. There we go. Little loophole. Anyway, see ya.